If you were to ask me where's my favorite place in Florida, I wouldn't hesitate to tell you it's the Florida Keys. For my entire life, I've been incredibly lucky to live just 2 hours away from this slice of paradise, and honestly, any chance I get, I'm heading down there to fish and escape the hustle and bustle of South Florida. Some of my most epic catches have come from the Keys, and believe it or not, every single one of them was caught from land. Ironically, I have next to zero experience fishing the Keys by boat, but today, thanks to Bass Pro Shops and Saltwater Sportsman, that is going to change, and I couldn't be more excited.
He's on it.
Whoa.
Oh my God, dude. That's crazy, bro.
Dude, this is probably my biggest one yet.
Oh, dude, that thing is massive.
Look at that boy go. No quit in this one. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to the Florida Keys. For the next few days, myself and my good buddy Aaron will be down here fishing and exploring in a brand new Mako Apex 24. I am super excited to see the Keys from a whole new perspective, and of course, I'm bringing y'all along for the ride. This fishery is so diverse, so I'm not too sure what to expect, but some of the most incredible fish on the planet call these waters home, and if we can catch some good eating fish, we're gonna take them into the kitchen for an amazing meal. First things first, we're gonna head over to Worldwide Sportsman in Isla Mirada, pick up some tackle, and then I'll see y'all out on the water. We have made it to the fishing grounds. It is a gorgeous, picturesque day down here in the Keys. We're about to get started fishing, but before we do, I'm gonna quickly go over the rig that I'm throwing out here with you guys. So check it out. This is my brand new Penn Clash 3000. I got it paired on a 7-foot medium action Fenwick rod. And I gotta give a big thank you to the folks over at Penn. They hooked us up with some awesome gear to use in this video, and I'm really excited to put it all to the test. Right now in the Keys, it is early spring, and there's an abundance of pinfish and pilchards, different kinds of whitebait out here on the flat and in the channels. So in order to match the hatch, I'm gonna start off with this guy right here. This is a Get Thumped swim bait. This is the 3-inch model. I got a 3/4 ounce jig head just to get it down to the bottom. Doing the all white, a nice natural approach, very realistic. And yeah, we're gonna hop up here on the bow, get to fishing, and hopefully get on some fish. For those of you that don't know, the Florida Keys are basically just a chain of islands that jut off the southeast tip of Florida's peninsula. On the east side of the islands is the Atlantic Ocean, and on the west is the Gulf. All of the Keys are connected through a series of bridges, and many fish will take advantage of the deep channels that run under these bridges as highways to navigate between the two bodies of water. The channels also act as a sort of conveyor belt, flushing bait fish with the tide, which can result in some of the best near-shore fishing opportunities imaginable. So for these Get Thumped swim baits, we're keeping it pretty simple. We got the end of an outgoing tide right now. We're staged up in a channel. There's a bridge with some good structure up ahead of us. And all the fish that we're looking for are gonna be feeding towards the bottom. So we're looking for grouper, snapper, maybe yellowjack. Aaron caught a really nice cobia here on his last trip. So we'll let this thing sink down to the bottom. The 3/4 ounce should get us down there really good. And then I'm gonna be playing around with the cadence, pop, pop, twitch, twitch, get it off the bottom of the water column, get it up in the column a little bit, and then back down. And just keep playing with it till I figure out what these fish want today. A lot of times with these mutton snapper, they're feeding down there on the bottom. And if you have your jig right down there in the sand, kind of kicking up the sand, making a puff, it can grab their attention from a long ways away. So that's kind of the technique that I'm starting off with. Seeing if I can grab the attention of a mutton just swimming through this channel, looking for a nice easy meal.
Guys, we're seeing little pompano or maybe even little permit, and they're just coming and feeding, dude. The tide's going out. Oh my God, look, they're right there. It's literally tailing right back there, dude.
So check it out, y'all. We have been drifting this channel for probably about 15 minutes. Aaron caught a really nice pompano. We thought maybe it was a one-off because he's never caught pompano here before. I never have. But it just so happens we were resetting the drift and we're seeing these fish feed towards the surface, and we got a good look at them, and they look like they're either more pompano or potentially juvenile permit. They tend to run together, so we just completely switched up our rigs. I'm throwing this little shrimp right now. It's gonna give me more of a finesse approach, work it towards the surface and see if we can get one of these fish to eat. We think with the outgoing tide, they're kind of picking at the seaweed the seaweed could act as a home for small crustaceans, crabs, shrimp, stuff like that. And the permit in pompano and fish that like to eat crustaceans, they will actually feed right out of the seaweed. So we're gonna see if we can make it happen. No, those are bluefish. I got a fish on too. This is a bluefish. Oh, this thing's gonna cut me off. All right, yo, so I got a bluefish on. It's towards the back of the boat. Just backed off on the drag a little bit because if you know anything about bluefish, they got some really gnarly, sharp teeth. And I think I just lost my voodoo shrimp. Sure as heck did. So I'm gonna tie another one of those on and then try to stay away from these bluefish. That's not the target out here. Cool fish, but we want to get these pompano and or permit.
Boy, just keep it towards the surface. That's that spider wire 8X.
Be the right one. Be the right one.
Sounds like the right one. It is.
She is.
See if she has any next to her.
Let's go, man. My first pompano on. Didn't take long. Made a nice sight cast that one. I did not expect to do any sight casting, even though we have the most prime conditions for sight casting. We're in a deep 20-foot channel, so just the last thing I expected. You never know what to expect down here in the Florida Keys. This is a highway
is that a permit?
For all the fish. It's hard to say so far.
It's a bigger top dorsal, right?
Yeah.
That's the main distinction?
I'll know once I get a look at it, yeah. This one looks a little more broad. It could potentially be a permit. We're gonna find out here in just a brief moment. Listen to the drag on this brand new Penn Class 3000. Only been fishing with this thing for 10 minutes, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Solid. I got it spooled up with 15-pound spider wire in case anyone's interested. It's got a silky smooth drag. I'm honestly impressed. All right, get up here, dude. There we have it. That is a nice little keeper pompano. You can see that little Z-Man shrimp. He absolutely piped that thing. What a pretty fish. Got to be 11 to the fork. This is the third keeper thus far here on the trip. It's been happening fast, man. The action has been incredible. We're gonna get this guy in the ice. My boy Aaron right next to me. We're slaying fish. Sight fishing pompano, man. Like I said, I sound like a broken record. I wasn't expecting this, but I will take it. Who knows what else we're gonna get into. Good eats right here, going in the ice, and we're gonna get back out there.
Let's
go,
back
baby.
up, boys.
Let's do it. Let's
They're still
reset.
fishing over there.
That's a permit. Those are permit, I think.
There we go. Got it. Got it. That was so epic. Oh my God, look at that one. He's on it.
Whoa.
Oh my God, dude. That's crazy, bro.
Could you have any cooler of an experience in this?
Oh, he popped. Watch out, John.
Mine's still glued. Look, followers. Whoa, look at that quick direction change right there.
Still got followers?
That was similar to a way a permit fights. I do a lot of fishing for permit in the Keys, guys, but always land-based, so that quick direction, that's reminding me, I mean, pompano do that too. But
the one I had a longer dorsal, bro. I know I'm trying to have wishful thinking here. They have followers?
I think everything's been a pump thus far, I'm almost positive.
Big pompano. Got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so sick.
That time I
Dude,
set.
we're gonna limit out, man.
Dude, they're just eating everything we throw.
Feeding good. World-class pompano fishing, if you ask me. Coming up. Woo, it's a stud. Wow. Pompano number 2 right here. These guys are kind of squirmy and hard to hold on to. You can see that bait that he ate. I actually switched it up. I tied on one of my buddy Ben's Get Thumped. This is the shrimp, the 2.8 model. I love this lure. It's actually a newer lure for his soft plastic company, but I usually throw the swim baits and crush the snook and tarpon. I'm definitely planning on throwing some more of that throughout the video for a grouper, snapper. But this guy ate the shrimp, man. Pompano-like crustaceans, they're known for eating, Jesus. They're known for eating sand fleas, shrimp, crabs, all the little crustaceans. But yeah, let's get this guy in the ice. We're probably gonna limit out here, man. Bite is on fire. Got some pompano, or maybe permit right off the bow.
I definitely saw a permit, guys. Got it.
No, he didn't get it.
Got it.
That one did.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. That's a perfect word for this.
Let me get to your right.
The amount of times I've targeted pompano and it's always been like such a grind, and then to come to the Keys where you least expect to find them and have them be this on fire. That is so cool, man. So grateful to be out here, bro. Hey, wow, this guy absolutely slurped down the Get Thumped shrimp.
Got it.
There we go, doubled up.
This is a smaller one.
Yeah. Dude.
Look how many are with this one.
Get a look at that. This guy absolutely wanted that get thumb shrimp. You can't even see it down there. Absolutely inhaled it. Another one for the fish box, man. This is so fun. There we go.
All right, boys and girls. Look at that.
Nice double header pompano right here.
20 inchers all day too.
So sick. I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't know if Aaron did, but pompano are actually in the jack family. Pound for pound, gotta be one of the hardest fighting fish. These little guys are pulling us backwards. Jacks always give you a run for your money, and the pompano is no exception. The only difference is this thing will eat a lot better than a jack crevalle.
Look how many are, oh no, it's a crab trap. Oh no, there is one. No, look. That looks like a permit. It's got much darker dorsals.
That is a permit. The black.
That's where I saw it last time.
That's a 100.
All right, we got a cast. We got a cast.
So when they flare out their fins and they're black, like that right there, that's a that's a permit. Landed too close. Dude, he almost saw the cast coming. One of the issues we're running into right now is like every time we catch a fish, and there's no shortage of fish that we're catching, our line is getting tight. And when you're sight fishing, you really want a loose line so you can get an accurate cast. So just making a cast like that, getting the line loose on the spool is gonna set you up for success when you go to make that next sight fishing cast.
Florida pompano is 6 per harvester year round.
Another pomp on, baby.
African pompano is 2 per harvester.
Guys, there are so many pompano. We're trying to strictly wait for these permits to show. But it's like, how many opportunities in my life am I gonna get to catch pompano like this?
Nah, I know.
Probably like no,
maybe never.
100. Shark?
Yep. No.
Shark.
Oh, it's got shark.
Did he get it?
Yep.
Guys, there's 100 pompano over there.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all, check this out. This is pretty sad. The fishing is unbelievable right now. And of course, comes with the territory. The action brought in the man in the gray suit. This pompano got sharked. I think this was gonna be the last one I was gonna keep for the dinner table. Maybe I'll try to get one more, but I think we're gonna try to get a permit. We've had our fill of pompano. It's been one of the most epic little hour-long bites, honestly, of my lifetime, no exaggeration. Let's see if we can get a permit. They're mixed in here with the pompano. Maybe they'll eat this shrimp. Let's see what happens. Those are bluefish.
Are they?
Yeah. Right? Oh no, they're pompano. Are they pompano or bluefish? I can't tell.
It's pompano. You didn't eat?
No, hold on. That one did. Pompano on, sight casted. Let's go. It's a good fish too.
It's like mahi, they're going up to the weed.
Yeah, seriously. They're running the weed line. Oh my God, let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Gotta get this guy up so he doesn't get sharked. Oh man, pompano freaking pull, dude.
That's a big one, dude. Holy smokes.
Yeah, this was a big one. I watched him chase it. Dude, this is probably my biggest one yet.
Oh, dude, that thing is massive, dude. Is that your PB, bro?
I don't know about that. I used to catch some big ones off Juneau. Here we go. Beautiful pompano coming in the boat. Woo!
Your back looks great, bro.
What a stud. Beautiful, beautiful pompano. This is my biggest thus far of the afternoon. Smoked that get thumb shrimp. Giving you guys an aerial view with the drone. This is the last one I'm gonna catch, I think. We're gonna get this guy on ice and we're gonna switch things up. I think we're gonna look for some snapper, maybe some grouper, cobia. Who knows what you're gonna find down here, but epic, epic sesh getting on these pompano. Let's see what else we can find. Alrighty, y'all, it is day 2. We are back out here. Another absolutely gorgeous day down here in the Florida Keys. I got a big swim bait tied on. We're right up against a bridge in a deep channel, looking for maybe a big mutton or a big grouper. Let's get to casting and see what we find. You guys might notice that we're not utilizing the trolling motor for this style of fishing. And that is because we've gotten some good advice that these fish are really finicky. Inshore muttons are smart. Inshore grouper are smart. They see a lot of pressure. So what we're doing is we're just drifting. We're trying to take as stealth of an approach as possible, be as silent as we possibly can. No added noise from any electric motors, gas motors, anything like that. Just a nice slow drift. Yeah, it's something little lot lizard. Little lot lizard fish. Oh, it's a puffer. How did I hook a puffer? All right, y'all, this is my first fish. Let's do that again. Here is my first fish of the day. Good old puffer fish. This thing bit my bait to smithereens, but if you scratch their belly like that, they puff up. It's a defense mechanism. If a fish comes and tries to eat this, a predator, he's gonna puff up like that, and hopefully that predator can't get this guy in their mouth. They're also poisonous as well, so they're actually good eating if you know how to fillet them properly, but this guy's going back. A little balloon. Hooked up. I don't know. No? What the heck is that? Oh shoot. Check this thing out, everyone. I gotta be super careful. Aaron and I are almost positive that this is called a stonefish, and it's one of the most venomous fish in the entire world. I'm gonna put him down real quick. I don't know if it's poisonous, venomous, what the correct terminology is, but this is a very, very dangerous fish. We were jigging the bottom and he ate my get thump. So I'm gonna have to use some pliers to get rid of this guy, but just a little word to the wise, if you catch this thing, do not attempt to unhook it with your bare hands. Do not touch it at all. Glad that thing's off my bait. Let's get a real one. That's a good fish. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Let's see what we got. This thing hit it hard. Took a nice little run like you guys saw. Hopefully we got a good one on. I don't want to take my time too much just because, as you guys have seen in this video, there are a lot of sharks in these channels. No shortage of them. So let's get this guy to the boat relatively quickly. This thing has some weight. I don't know. It's maybe a grouper. Kind of thumped it good. Really? Aaron says he gets a lot of black grouper at this spot. We bounced around a little bit today looking for the fish. I think that is what it is. Yep, it's a little black grouper. That is cool, man.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, not bad. Oh, sweet. Cool little black grouper. These guys are not in season right now in the Keys, at least in the Atlantic where we're fishing. I think they gotta be 24 inches to keep if we wanted to harvest this guy. This guy's nowhere near it. Not even gonna bother measuring him, but I think he's probably about 14 to 15 inches. But such a beautiful fish. Look at the marbling and the coloration on this fish is just honestly absolutely gorgeous. He ate one of these Get Thump swim baits. This is the 3-inch model. This is one of my confidence baits. I switched over to this thing. Check that out. Last thing I'll show you guys is the teeth on this fish. They use these little teeth to grab onto and hold onto pinfish, all different types of crustaceans. They love crabs, believe it or not. All the little bait fish that are around here. Such an epic little apex predator. One more look at this dude. Let's get him back. We're gonna release this guy. All right, that was sweet. Aaron and I are gonna get the jigs back in the water and see what else we can find. To be completely honest, besides a couple of juvenile grouper and snapper, we really didn't find much else this day. With a cold front and full moon cycles seemingly working against us, we decided to actually leave the Keys and made plans to return a few weeks later. Good morning, everyone. Believe it or not, since the last time that you saw us, we have actually left and returned to the Florida Keys. We are back down here to redeem ourselves. We had some awesome fishing last time we were here, but we didn't get to paint a real picture of what the Keys have to offer. So we came back. We're gonna be doing something a little bit different this time. We came down to Marathon, which is a little bit lower in the Keys, and we're gonna be fishing the world famous 7 Mile Bridge. We're gonna fish really tight to the structure, and we're looking for grouper, snapper, yellow jacks, a bunch of delicacy, great eating fish that live down here. So let's see what happens. I got cameraman Dan with me today. We're obviously with Aaron again on the 24-foot Mako Apex. Aaron's wife Bruna's with us, so let's get on him. There is a ton of current and structure at this bridge, so we're gonna beef up our tackle. Today's weapon of choice is gonna be this Penn Spin Fisher 3500. I got it paired up with a Penn Battalion rod. And check this little guy out. This is called a Squid Trex. This is what I'm gonna throw. I don't really have much of any experience throwing this lure, but it looks good, it looks cool. I've heard some stories about big fish being caught near structure in current on these things, so let's see if it works today. I'm just gonna pitch it up current here. We have the bow of the apex pointed right into the current. I'll bring it down naturally near the bottom and see if we can get a fish.
Cast on, cast on, cast on.
Oh, there's multiple, there's multiple, there's multiple, there's multiple. That's a big school of jack for here. Look out!
They all left?
They're right here, they're right here, right here. Right here.
I don't think I have the right.
Oh, you got the little one? Are you joking?
Jack on. Bruno was not impressed with the size one I hooked. All right, I gotta go to the back of the boat.
Go, do you.
And now, we just spotted like, whoop, let me shut up while this boy sings. We just spotted like 5 to 8 20-pound jacks, Bruno did. I took a cast into them, and one of the little smaller ones, like one of their babies, came out and ate. It's still a decent jack, but it's not the ones we just saw. We just finally found an area that's very, very fishy. We moved away.
What is that? What is that?
Oh, dude, big school yellow jacks. Are they? Actually, I could be tripping.
I don't know what it is.
It's either yellow jacks or chubs. All right, we thought we saw some yellow jacks, but they might have been chubs. Long story short, we found a fishy area and we're definitely gonna try to take advantage of it. All right, check it out. Nice little jack crevalle, nothing special. Few pound fish, but gotta love these fish no matter where you're at in Florida. They pull hard, they're aggressive, and they're a fun way to pass some time. But let's get this guy back, catch and release on these guys. We're looking for the cousin of this fish, which is the yellow jack, which honestly, there's not a lot of places that have them in Florida. The Keys is really the only place you can target them, if you ask me. Sometimes we get them in South Florida, but they're very prevalent down here. So let's see if we can get a yellow jack. Let's put this jack crevalle back in the drink. Bada boom. Dude, they all came up. I got hit by one. Come on. Come on.
Yellow jack, and there's followers. Hang on, babe. He's got followers.
Let's go. It's a little guy though. There's nicer ones with him. These aren't the big ones we saw a little bit ago. Woo! All right, here we go. Here is one of the target species down here in the Keys. The ever so beautiful yellow jack. Look at the marbling on it. It's so pretty. All these Keys fish are just absolutely stunning. It's got like a luminescent blue bar that runs right along the top, just under the dorsal fin. So pretty in real life, the yellows and the blues. You can actually keep one this size, but I'm gonna hold off for a bigger one and let this one grow a little bit bigger. So let's get him back. That's a great sign though, they're around. Let's get a bigger one. There's a giant school permit. Oh my God, dude. We gotta get crabs, Aaron. We could find these fish tomorrow, we'll slay them. That was all permit. So Danny is inside of this hatch.
What's up, everybody?
And he's using the drone to try to locate these permit. So I'm gonna put him back in there. He's got good visibility in there. Hopefully he finds them. This is what's happening. We just made a move to an area called Fred. If you know what I'm talking about. It's just a tree that grows out of the 7 Mile Bridge. And we were coming to this area to try to fish for yellow jack, snapper, something like that. And we ran over a school of permit. They're just off the stern of the boat right now. We're gonna try to casually and naturally drift into them and see if they're willing to eat a lure. All right, y'all, so quick update. You might hear some excitement in my voice. We just left the bridge, but we are not getting off the water. We're actually heading to a local bait shop that's right on the water, and we're gonna get some crabs. Aaron and I are so fired up over seeing those permit, and tomorrow's forecast calls for a lot of wind. So while we have the right conditions to sight fish, we're gonna get some crabs and see if we can catch those permit. I've never actually caught a permit from the boat. I've only ever caught them from bridges, so I'm super excited. Let's try to make it happen.
Let's do this.
With a well full of perfect baits, we returned to the bridge, searched the entire area, and lo and behold, we never saw that school of permit again. We decided to make a move and hit a deep channel and Aaron ended up catching one of the most impressive inshore snapper I've ever seen. Do yourself a favor and head over to A-Ben's Fishing to see this fight, because this fish honestly shocked all of us. Aaron's wife Bruna then got in on the action with a few smaller muttons, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't get on them this day. But seeing all those fish had me confident though, and with one last day in the Keys, I was gonna give it everything I had to try and catch a big fish.
Good morning, everyone. This is our final day here in the Keys. For sure this time, we're not gonna be coming back to finish this video. I'm sure we'll be back in the near future, but we just pulled up to the bridge, the 7 miles right here. Danny is about to throw the drone up and we are gonna see if we can find these permit. That is absolutely the target for today. Unfortunately, we didn't find them again in the afternoon yesterday, but we still have those crabs. If we can't find a permit, then we'll go look for some muttons in the channel. Or even if we do find a permit, maybe we'll do that later as well, but who knows what's in store. We're down here, it's absolutely beautiful out, and we're gonna try to get on some fish. Let's get to it.
Day 4 started off painfully slow. We flew the drone on the flats, cast it up against the pilings, and even hit that deep channel, but we just couldn't buy a bite. We needed to be off of the water at 2, so around 1 o'clock, we hit a brand new section of the bridge, hoping for one Hail Mary giant fish.
Nice fish!
Nice fish.
Oh, I lost him, I think. No, I'm on. Oh, boys and girls, we've been working. We've been making a lot of moves today, and we're finally tying on a fish. Got to follow him to the back.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Yeah, it's something nice. It was a good eat. Maybe it's a big jack. Maybe it's a yellow jack. God willing, it's a mutton. I switched over to the Penn Clash today just because we were having trouble kind of feeling bottom, and I needed a little more sensitivity. This Penn Clash is really, really nice. It's fighting this fish pretty much flawlessly, and we have a pretty big fish on. We have a knife and a gunfight, I think. He's going left pretty hard.
I stopped the thrower to see if we can back it up.
He just did a crazy direction change.
That's definitely a jack.
He is going for the structure, bro. Hold on, don't go through yet. Don't go through yet. He's still left of the bridge. He's still this side of the bridge. I have no idea what this is. We're all thinking jack, but the cool thing about the Keys, this is like a highway for all the fish. You never know what's gonna be here. Going back left. We were just jigging the pilings of the bridge, man. Dude, the way he's changing direction is reminding me of a permit, man. I can't imagine. This is insane.
Let me know if you want me to change this.
Go a little bit, yep. I just turned him. When I set hook into him, I didn't think it was gonna fight this hard. Go up on him a little. Just at a slow pace, Aaron. Here's the dilemma right now. We want to get this fish up for 2 reasons. Well, I gotta play it easy because I got a light leader and kind of a small hook. I got this on the Get Thumb swim bait, by the way. I'll show you guys that thing. And the issue is there's sharks out here. So we want to get it up relatively quickly so we don't get sharked, but we don't want to apply too much pressure to the point where we break the fish off. So it's a fine line, man. We'll see what happens. The fight's probably going on 5 to 7 minutes right now. This fish is a warrior, dude.
50 pounds. Turn around.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, it's a jack.
Huge jack.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's a giant jack crevalle.
That thing kicked my freaking butt, bro. There's this huge debate that happens. Actually, Bruno, Danny, myself, Aaron, we've been debating what's the hardest fighting fish pound for pound. We all think jack is right up there, and we all think permit. The thing about permit is they're so fast. They're like a jack, but with like extreme speed and elusivity, and they're just so smart. But it's hard to say if anything pulls harder than a jack pound for pound. They freaking come to play every single time. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, look at that boy go. No quit in this one.
Okay, take it off.
She's foul hooked. That's why she fought so hard. Woo! Oh my God, in the net.
God. Good job, babe.
Holy moly, let's go. All right, so part of the reason, let me show this fish off to you guys, but part of the reason why I brawled so freaking hard, 15 plus minutes, not only the current, not only the wind like Aaron mentioned, but it's hooked. It's foul hook, which allowed this fish to get super sideways. Look at this right here. This fish was hooked in the fin. He obviously went to eat it and missed it, and I set the hook and caught him in the fin, and that gave this fish the ability to absolutely throw down. Let's get the hook out real quick. This is a Get Dump 3-inch swim bait. Very, very good lure. I love these. I use them all the time. One of my confidence baits. We're gonna quickly show this fish off and get him back. What are we looking at, Aaron?
28, 29 pounds, right, babe?
28, 29.
29 pounds.
Woo, this is a big jack. We brought a knife to a gunfight and we won this one. What a crazy big jack crevalle down here in the Florida Keys. We're here in Paradise, one of my favorite places on earth. Not the fish I expected on this trip. I'll be honest, not even the fish I was targeting, but I am happy to get this one. She absolutely threw down, gave me a run for my money. What an awesome fish on the Penn Class 3000. We're gonna get this guy back. And yeah, man, awesome stuff down here. Woo! There she goes. We have made it off the water. If you could tell, we're exactly where we started this video. We're back at Worldwide Sportsman in Islamorada, and Aaron graciously donated one of those keeper mutton snappers to me, so we're gonna clean it up right here on this fillet table. I just want to say, I know I didn't get a giant mutton or a giant yellowjack or a permit or one of those species that I really wanted to catch while I was down here in the Keys, but seeing Aaron catch that fish of a lifetime mutton and seeing all those permit by the bridge has me so excited to come back down here and redeem myself in the near future. It's funny because I know this place so well from a bridge. Some of my best catches of all time have come off of Keys bridges, and it's a brand new fishery for me when it comes to fishing it in a boat. So it just has me really excited to learn this place. It's a whole new adventure for me, but we have the mutton right here in the Titan Pro cooler. Thanks again to Aaron for giving that to us. Let's get it cleaned up. Just gonna make an original incision right here, up in the head. Wrap my knife around and run it down. Just like any fish, tiny slices all the way down the backbone there. What's really cool about being here at Worldwide Sportsman in Islamorada, they have a restaurant called Islamorada Fish Co. And it has a full menu, bunch of great items on there. But if you're lucky like we were, and you catch some good eating fish, you can actually bring your catch here, give it to the server, and they will cook your catch for you. You obviously pay a little fee, but you get some sides and they get to cook it however you want. So that's really cool, and that's what we're about to do, so you guys can see that. Let's see. Just try my best to salvage as much meat as possible. All the way through, I just cut through the tail section there, and I'm gonna run my knife back up towards the head. And I'm using my other hand here to have a grip and continually separate that fillet, going over the pin bones and the ribs and everything right here. I'm gonna run one more cut just to connect these two cuts. That should come right off. Beautiful. This fish is almost ready to head over to the restaurant. Last thing we're gonna do is just take the skin off. All I do is simply line the fillet up with the edge of the cleaning table. And I'm gonna take my knife, start down by the tail section. These birds are crazy. And all I'm doing here is a sawing motion all the way down, keeping my knife as flat and as flush to the table as I possibly can, all the way through, all the way through. Snapper has really hardy skin, so they're pretty easy to skin. That skin came off nice and easy. Watch this, a tarpon is gonna smoke this thing. That is freaking insane. Where were those tarpon out at the bridge? Let's pull these pin bones out real quick. Super easy process. They run right in the center of the fillet. You can feel them. Make 2 cuts, have them meet about 1/3 of the way down the fillet. And then check it out. Not the biggest fillet you're ever gonna see, but this was a nice 18.5-inch keeper mutton. Maybe it was 19, I can't really recall, but beautiful, beautiful fillet. This thing is gonna be amazing. This is one of my favorite eating fish. Definitely my favorite eating snapper. And we're gonna take it right over there to the restaurant and have an amazing meal. We just got here to the restaurant, just sat down. Christina came to the table and greeted us and explained how the cook your catch works.
You can do it any of the fresh local styles.
Okay.
You can do the grilled, the blackened. You can add the key lime butter sauce. You can add the Portofino style, which comes with the 3 shrimp with the lobster cream sauce.
Danny is going with the panko style. I'm trying the blackened Portofino, and we got a bunch of sides, and we can't wait to dig in.
Blackened and your panko.
Wow, that's
Tartar
amazing.
sauce, Portofino in the middle with your 3 shrimp. We have the potato salad and your broccolini and your lemon cream asparagus and the mashed potatoes.
Amazing.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This looks incredible. Let's dig in. Let's see what this Portofino style is all about. With the shrimp and the lobster sauce. That is so freaking good. All right, Danny's got to try this.
All right, guys, so I got the panko. So here we go. Let's give it a shot. Wow, that is so good. Now we're gonna try the Portofino.
Good stuff, huh?
I really think I made the wrong choice, but
With the panko?
honestly, there is no wrong choice here. It's all amazing, but Portofino is delicious.
Don't worry, brother. We're going to share it.
That's right.
We'll share it.
Sharing is caring.
That's right. Cameraman Dan and myself are going to devour the rest of this amazing food. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I definitely plan on coming back down to the Keys a lot more in the near future and fishing from a boat. I got to give a big thank you to all the sponsors of this video: Arctic Zone Coolers, Penn Reels, Worldwide Sportsman, Mako Boats, and of course, Saltwater Sportsman. Big thank you to Aaron for having us out there and putting us on fish. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and until next time, take care and tight lines.